Hello, friends, and welcome to Baldur's Gate 3 Chaos Run. Today we find ourselves in the Grim Forge. We are right on the Adamantine Forge, but we are about to follow what looks to be a slight side path. So let's go check it out.
The lava's erupting. Better watch my step.
We have lava erupting. Very interesting. Not what we wanted to see. And a lava elemental. Also, not what we wanted to see. So, again, I'm going to pull Astarion out of the group. Let's bring him. Oh. He was not going where I. Why are we doing that? Okay. That'll work. Let's let the lava burst happen. There we go. Now we can jump. Come on up. Do another jump. Trying to stay out of the fire here. And we are moving, trying not to get into combat at the moment. And of course, he is our lockpicker. It is a hard roll, and he does not have guidance to help. But we do have 43 Thieves' Tools, so I think we're going to make it. Didn't get there with a 5. Let's try again. Not roll again. There we go. Got there on our second try. And we've got some alchemical ingredients, a bronze goblet, some gold,
elemental. So you're what has this place all stirred up?
and a sentient amulet. Let's take it.
Thou hast come!
The amulet is heavy, but holds a subtle warmth, like it was left under the sun. Suddenly, the metal surges with heat. You feel great power and an overwhelming urge to laugh.
Ah, can thou endure?
What is happening? What are you doing to me?
The urge to laugh intensifies. Talking jewelry, that's hilarious.
Endure!
We will fight the urge. We do have a decent wisdom with Astarion. We don't have guidance, but we do have some inspiration if we need it. And we don't.
The laugh urge fades. A quiet power spreads from hand to head, then down to your feet.
Thou hast done well. For what is a laugh if not one step toward madness? Thou art the wonder! Return me, take me home, and thou shalt glow with blessings.
Return you to where? To whom?
To thy granddaughter, Shira Clarwen. Serves Ilmata, she doth. She waits in Worm's Crossing. Take me there, and thou shalt bathe in her golden gifts. Oh, thou shalt be blessed indeed.
Are you a ghost? What happened to you?
A ghost? I am sunlight on water, dew on grass. Sharons broke my body, but my spirit they could not. Well, not completely. Thou shalt return me home. It is written.
I will take you to your granddaughter at Worm's Crossing. So, Astarion is not one to necessarily help for nothing, but he is getting power from this amulet, so he will make the promise, though whether he actually gives it up or not, we will have to find out.
I shall walk with thee. I shall grant you my power.
Let's examine the amulet. Just shy. Let's use an inspiration and go ahead and try that again. That one will work.
Etched on its face is an image of the dawning sun.
Religion. Though we've already seen this image, if you'll recall, when we were over at the monastery, it's the image of Lathander. But let's go ahead and see if Astarion can remember it. Looks like he will.
You recognize the symbol. It belongs to those sworn to Lathander, god of dawn and renewal. Whatever madness this spirit suffers was inflicted by Lathander's enemies, followers of Shah. And this madness may flow into you.
Let's use insight. Focus on the entity. What are its intentions? Very good.
Beneath the rampant joy, you sense the monk's fear and sincerity. He doesn't wish to harm you, but that doesn't mean he won't.
Okay. Well, we're going to stow it for now, and we will look at it later and decide if it's worth putting on.
You feel a chuckle coming on, but it soon fades.
Okay. Let's see if we can make it back out of here. Quickly, quickly. And we did. Very nice. We got in, got out, without having to fight the elemental. It's not a difficult fight, but it is annoying. As long as he's standing in lava, he will almost completely heal his any damage that you do. He'll have healed it almost up to full, and so it can be very, very frustrating. But we did not do it. I see no need to get into that combat because it's not worth much, and he doesn't have anything on him. Avoiding him is far more interesting than fighting him. But we do have something else that we need to do. Let's go ahead and get Astarion back in here.
These boots have seen everything.
I forgot to pick up the second adamantine piece of ore. So we're going to go do that. I will bring you back when I get there, show you where it's located, and then we'll pop back here very quickly. It'll go quick for you. It'll be a little longer for me, but that's my fault. Okay, this is where we fought the animated armors. And if you'll look down here, there is a path beside this bridge that we did not see. And it will take us right over here to yet another mithril vein. Unlike the other one, there are no methods to jump out and be difficult, so we can just come over here. Everybody's survival failed, which is lovely. Let's go ahead and get in here. And there's our mithril ore.
Might be useful.
It might be. And then I'll head back to the adamantine forge. Okay, here we are back at the forge. But before we do anything with it, we want to be at full strength. As you can see, Phagian has some spell slots missing. We are all out of short rests. Shadowheart is almost completely devoid of spell slots. Astarion has most of his, but then he doesn't really cast spells very often. And Karlach, well, she could go ahead and use hers, but, you know, we're not worried about that either, because she's also not a big-time spell caster. So let's head back to camp and get in a full rest. We'll do this as quickly as we can. Okay, we are back. We are at the forge and we are all buffed up. But it looks like Shadowheart has something she would like to say to us. So let's check in with her.
There's something I've been wanting to share with you, if now's a good time.
No, Shadowheart, now is not a good time. We are literally standing in the Adamantine Forge and have just returned from camp where we could have had this conversation in safety. But sure, I'm all ears.
It's difficult to put into words. I think it might be easier to just show you. Use the tadpole. The connection. Come into my mind.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I trust you.
All right. Use the parasite to explore her mind.
I don't remember how it started. Only how it ended. I was fleeing. She asked my name. I can't remember what I said. I can't remember anything before those words. All I know is she saved my life and gave me a new home. With Lady Shah. That's all I remember.
Something sparks in your memory about Selûnite rites of passage. You heard once about how they would send their children out into the wilds to navigate their way home.
No wonder you're so dedicated to Shar. You feel you owe your life to her.
Lady Shah. But yes, her and those who saved me and taught me her ways. The Mother Superior. She made me who I am. At least as best as I can remember. She taught me, trained me, punished me when I failed her. Which was often.
Sounds like abuse.
Abuse? Nonsense. The Mother Superior made me strong. For the Dark Lady.
All right. I think that's everything we need to talk about. Well, let's go ahead and talk about the wound.
Pain is the gauntlet that all who love Lady Shah must endure. Only her embrace can truly heal me. To try and salve myself would do nothing but shame me in the Night Singer's eyes.
We'll use persuasion. I really like the religion choice better. And we don't have anything to use for it. I don't even know what the point of the roll is, but we'll go for it. And she will not give us guidance on this roll. Not that we needed it.
Perhaps you're right. But there's little we can do about it just now. Maybe a way will present itself in time if Lady Shah wills it.
Okay, and that's it. Alright, back to what we were doing. Before Shadowheart decided to bare her soul to us about her childhood abduction by the Sharans, it does appear from that memory that they saved her life. But something tells me that when we already know they can control memory and they can make her forget things they don't want her to remember, the true story might be a little different. But first, let's go ahead and load up the thing here and decide what we want to make, right? What do we want to make?
Old.
Make,
Keep a blade
all day
close.
long.
What's this? A snug little.
So let's have a look at our molds. Oh, nice. We have scale mail mold for medium armor, splint mold for heavy armor, mace mold, shield mold, longsword mold, and scimitar mold. Now, for our characters that we have, the medium armor is not really very useful. The only person who wears medium armor in our group is Shadowheart. And she is currently wearing the armor that helps her with the radiating orbs. Karlak can also wear medium armor, but we aren't putting it on her at this point in time. So I like running her without armor, and she is currently wearing. Her AC is very high, so I don't see a need to do that with her. And then Astarion is light armor, and Phagian is no armor. He wears cloth. So no point in using one of the medium armor mold. I'm sorry, the heavy armor mold, because nobody wears it. The only thing that would be valuable to us out of all of this is the shield mold. I could use it, and we could make 2 shields with both of our pieces of ore, or we can do a shield and a piece of armor. I think we will do a piece of medium armor, even though we don't have anybody who will immediately want to wear it. Possibly down the road, Shadowheart may want to put it on, or Karlak may want to put it on, because it does have benefits. But the shield, already Phagian and Shadowheart can both use it, and that makes it very valuable for us. Heavy armor, Will could use it, but there is a piece that we're going to get from this combat that will also be a heavy armor piece that has the same benefit that the heavy armor will have, except of course for the high AC. But I meant as far as the benefits the heavy armor offers you, this piece has that too, and it's heavy armor. So unless you have 2 heavy armor users, you really don't need to make the heavy armor. If you have 1 heavy armor user, you only need the helmet to get the same benefits. Unless it's just a much better piece of armor than what you already have. But if you have a +1 heavy armor piece, you're pretty close to having the same AC. Okay, I think that's got us all handled, so let's go turn it on.
Let's.
We'll let Phagian do the honors. Down we go. Okay. Well, in order to make this work, you have to turn on the lava, and we have a lava valve. So I am going to send Shadowheart over to do that. I am going to get everybody separated here. We will have Shadowheart go take care of this. Let's see. Does she have anything she can quickly pull up? Not that I see. Okay. Shadowheart will go here. We will put Astarion here. Karlak can go here. And I will leave Phagian here by the lever. And I will send Scratch to this far side over here. Alright, let's open it up. Okay, and that looks like we've got a problem here, folks. We have a Grym to deal with. Let's pop over to Karlach first. Eldritch Blast. Okay, you see threat assessment popped up. Grym will attack the last person that attacked him. So I just attacked him with Karlach, so he is going to come over to where she is and try to attack her. So I am going to get in a position. Hopefully he will not be able to reach me in this turn. I'm not going to let anyone else hit him because we want to get him positioned appropriately. Let me go ahead and hit him with Hex, though, while we're here. Might as well. And let's go ahead and have a look at him, shall we? He is slashing resistant, piercing resistant. He has a bludgeoning vulnerability. If you have a thrower in your group, you can use them to kill him very quickly. Well, not very quickly, he has 450 hit points. But you can use them to kill him. And they can do really good damage against him, and he's vulnerable to it, so it does double damage. And a thrower already does very good damage, especially if you have taken the Tavern Brawler feat with them. So you're doing just absolutely phenomenal damage anyway, and then you're getting double damage on him. Now, you want him to be superheated, which means he has to be standing in the lava. Superheated means exposure to lava has caused Grym's adamantine body to soften. So he can now be affected by certain damage types, and that's what makes him vulnerable to bludgeoning. If you don't put him in the lava, he is completely invulnerable, and he will ignore anything that you're doing. So, he's got adamantine skin, which makes him nearly indestructible. He is also Vengeful Guardian. He always attacks the last creature that hit him if possible. And so that is where we are on that. He is resistant to force, so even though Karlach did hit him with Eldritch Blast, it did not do much to him. He's resistant to thunder, resistant to acid, and resistant to cold. He is immune to psychic, poison, radiant, necrotic, fire, and lightning. Now, when Shadowheart hits her next level, the necrotic immunity won't matter, because as a Death Cleric level 6 gets the ability to bypass necrotic immunity. However, she is only a Death Cleric level 5 because she is a Wizard level 1. So we do not have the ability to use her necrotic powers in here. She is going to focus on keeping everyone else alive, and it is a losing proposition. She will not be able to successfully keep them alive unless we get him killed as quickly as possible, and I will show you how we go about doing that. If you wanted to cheese this fight, I am not doing that. As you can see, I am out here fighting and doing the thing. But if you wanted to cheese it, then the platform we were on, that we jumped onto the forge from, and I'll show you again at the end of the fight, I'll point it out for you. That platform, you could keep a thrower up there, or any kind of ranged character, though a thrower is better because they do real damage. You put a throwing character up there, they cannot be hit by any of the Grym's attacks. He can't harm them in any way, and they can kill him and get be elevated, so they have height advantage, and they can just take him out in no time at all with very little danger. You can keep your whole party up there and activate the levers with your bow. So that you never actually have to send anybody down here, though you probably want to have at least one character down here, and Grym will largely ignore them as he's trying to get to the thrower. So, that is for you to be aware of. Karlak's turn is finished. Astarion is next. I am going to hop him right here onto the little space sticking up, and I will wait until next turn. Grym is going to walk across and hopefully stop where I can shoot him, and I want him to come here. He's not going to be here yet, but we'll get him in his after this turn. We'll try to get him in this direction. If I shoot him now, he will come down the side, and he may not get on the platform, which means I will not be able to drop the hammer on him, which is what I want to do, because the hammer is bludgeoning damage, and it also does an excellent amount of damage. Okay, let's end turn. Shadowheart has nothing in particular that she can do at the moment, so I will end her turn. Well, we can summon a minor elemental here. What do we have? Mud. Let's get an ice method up. And we'll drop it right out here. See if we can't do something with this guy. Alright. End turn.
Finish this.
End Shadowheart. Phagian. Not a lot we can do with him. I don't want to do any damage this turn. We may try to get something going. Let's see if we can't use our special bless here. Give him something to concentrate on. End turn. And Scratch doesn't need to do anything either. And neither does the ice method. We'll let Grym hopefully come close to Karlak, but have to stop. Yes, perfect. And now we will use Astarion and attack him. And you'll see now he's in a straight line. So when he comes to Astarion, he is going to come right across the item there, or the platform, right where we want him to go. Although, I think I want to use an ice method to do this, if I can make it happen. Not ice breath. Chromatic orb cold, perfect. That did no good, so we will move this one. Try again with the other one. Also missed him, so not going to be able to help us out. It does fall to Astarion, it would appear. I was going to use the ice method and let one of them die. Instead, Astarion's going to have to take the shot, and he may not survive the retaliation, but we will try. Might as well. And no. The one hit's all we need. So Grym is now headed this way. I'm going to move to the back of my platform, get as far away from him as possible. Might as well shoot at him again. No reason not to. Any damage we do is good damage. And we do have ice arrows. Beautiful. End turn.
Concentrate.
Nothing that Shadowheart can do at the moment. Unfortunately, none of our beautiful vampiric spells are going to do anything for us, so... Or necrotic, excuse me. We definitely don't want to do anything with Karlach this turn. We don't want to get hit. And Phagian has nothing currently that he can do. And then, of course, scratches on the outs. And we are done with the ice methods. Alright, so Grym is coming again. Awesome. He did not quite make it to us. So let's hit him again. See if the ice method can get away with it this time. I would much prefer him attack the ice method than any of the rest of us. Whoa. What the... Okay, I don't know what that was about, but whatever. We'll use the other one. If he's prone, maybe we'll have a better chance to hit him? No. Okay. Alright. Astarion will go. Nope. We did hit him, so he is coming to Astarion still. And we will go again. Ice arrow, why not? Oh, he fell because he fell on the ice. Okay, got it. Beautiful. Alright, and turn. Turn the lava back on. Gotta keep him heated up. And turn. And turn. And turn. And turn. Okay, he got up, but he is still not. Ugh, okay. Well, let's let the ice methods have a go again. Always a chance. There we go. That is exactly what I wanted to happen. I will drop that ice method right there. Perfect. I will get Astarion out of here. And turn. Let Grym deal with that ice method. Now this only works this easy on the first one, guys. And that is not what we wanted, of course. Since he killed it, he decided to move off of it, so that didn't help us at all. Which means now we've got to put Astarion where he is going to be in danger of getting hit by the hammer also, which is not awesome. Good. And turn. Let's go back through it.
Good.
Grym needs a 16 to hit. He rolled an 18. Let's try Ben Luck, see if we can keep Astarion upright. We cannot. Now we have him exactly where we want him. We will jump over to Phagian, and this may very well kill Astarion. As I've said, we had to get him on the platform because the ice method didn't make it. Yep, there he goes. That is okay. And we got Grym down to 0.
Let's end this.
Turn on the lava. And then we will shoot a heal to Astarion, get him back up.
Shall we dance?
For his turn, we will get out of the lava. He is no longer melting, which is lovely. And we will try to get something else to hit Grym, but we now have an additional problem. After dropping the hammer, we got some methods that popped up that we are going to have to deal with. Astarion cannot, because he died, he does not have an attack. Shadowheart has used all of her turn. Karlach is up. see how close she can get here. And then we'll use Eldritch Blast. Which didn't do much, but at least she did hit one of them, I suppose. Phagian. And he's already used his turn, because he did the lever. But now Grym is after him. And Grym will now have more movement than he did before. And so there is not really any way for me to get away from him. So my best opportunity is for the ice method that I summoned to be able to attack him and draw his threat. At the moment, Scratch is not going to do anything either. Let's have the ice method fly on over. There's our shield, by the way. And we will do some ice breath. Perfect. It is now after him, and then he will come back over and let it come at him that way. In turn. We'll let Grym walk through the lava here, hopefully. Seismic Wrath isn't great. He is going to slam his hand or his foot down and knock all of us prone and do damage. We need a 21 to save, so there is no point in using Tides of Chaos for this, because even with advantage, we're not going to roll a 21.
Is anything else going to join in? A dragon? Some spiders, maybe?
And Astarion is down again. So I will throw a potion at him.
Right, better get to it.
Wonderful, got him up. Everybody else is doing okay. I believe Grym is superheated right now, but let's have a look. Oh, no, he is not. Not considered to be heated. Let's throw a spiritual weapon out. We want a hammer, of course. And we'll put it right there by him. See if we can do something with that in turn. Astarion does not want to attack right now, though he does have the ability to do so, which is lovely. Let's see if we can't take out one of these methods. No! Got it down to 1 hit point. So close. Karlach. We'll use Eldritch Blast. Lovely. Got rid of one of them. And turn. Phagian. And he can't jump. We have already moved too much for that, apparently. Let's see what we can do. And we will not do a crit. That seems unnecessary. Beautiful. And turn. Scratch doesn't need to do anything. Our little method friend here, though. We'll hit this one. We'll miss this one. And turn. Now they get to go. Lovely, thank you for that. They're just ignoring our summon, which I don't appreciate at all. Though Grym is not. Now he's superheated. Nope. And no. 21 ain't gonna happen. Okay. Whew, alright, so let's come up and use Mass Healing Word. I think we can hit everyone with that. Very good. And I've already got a hammer summon out. I really need to try to get him back this direction, but I don't have a ranged person to do that with at the moment. We will see if we can't do something about that. Shadowheart. Doesn't look like there's anything she can do right now. Ray of Frost works. Can she hit one of these guys? She can. Okay, and turn. Astarion can finish off the last one. So that is not what I'm going to use him for. I need him to make it over here. That was his attack, but that's okay. And turn. Let's go to Phagian. Nope. Good. Move him out of the way. That's all he can do at the moment. And turn. And Karlak. Yep. Not awesome, but it's what we needed to do. And then we will use Eldritch Blast to get his attention. And she can't move, so we're going to end turn there. Hopefully, he's going to walk by the hammer, and when he tries to attack Karlak, he will cause the hammer to attack him, and it will change his mind. But I don't know. We're going to find out. End turn. Don't react. Everybody goes down as expected. Okay. We will get everybody back up again. Get as much hit points as we can. Perfect. Have Astarion come over here. And he can turn the lava back on in just a moment. Have Karlak over here. Have her drink a potion. Where is, there we go. See if she can't survive a little bit here. And turn. Astarion will end turn. Shadowheart. We will throw a potion at Astarion.
Let's see this done.
And turn. And Phagian will drink one as well. Maybe he can survive another hit. We'll see. Okay, and turn. And I don't need to do anything with the hammer at the moment either. Okay, well, that sucked. Missed. Okay, and turn. Let me get Karlak. Slightly over. There we go. And attack. With reckless attack, which is going to be really bad for her, but okay. And we'll do... Beautiful. Go ahead and hit him again. Okay. And he's already used his attack of opportunity, so we will get her a little bit of distance. So he will have to walk up here. End her turn. Turn on the lava. Well, that was stupid, but I did it, so okay. And he's already used his... Okay. So I'm gonna step into... Who's still got a turn? Shadowheart. We're gonna cast haste. Beautiful. And then back to Astarion. And he still can't Misty Step, because why not? Okay, end his turn. Shadowheart. End her turn. Phagian. Says he can't move that far, which is just ridiculous, but okay. Then we will Misty Step, because he can do that. Go ahead and pick that up. And let's see what we got here. Yet. Okay, now he's coming back the way we want him to come. Even if he's going after somebody I don't want him to go after, it's what happens, so here we go. Alright, we'll give it a shot, might as well. Perfect, he is perfectly situated. So, let's go to Astarion. And Karlak and got hit by that. I don't even really know how that happened, but okay. So we will attack. Ice arrow. Try again, ice arrow. No damage, because he's not, yeah, can't do anything with him yet. He's got to step back into the stuff. So, let's go ahead and pull back again. Hold on. I can throw. I'm going to throw a potion. See if we can't hit them both. Beautiful. Got them up. Oh, that won't help. Can't do that. Let's go ahead and throw the other one I've got then, shall we? Beautiful. And turn. Shadowheart. We'll put another hammer out here. And she's already concentrating on haste, so we'll end turn. Karlak is going to hop off of this. And Phagian is too.
Let's go.
And turn. Alright, he's up. See if we can get any part of him into the lava. It doesn't look like currently that is the case. Not that it's going to stop me, mind you. Yep, he was still immune. No part of him was in there, so that didn't help. And turn. And turn. Nothing any of us can do right now. He's got to move before we can do anything at all. Now we can do something. Okay, Astarian's down, but that's okay. We can get him back up easily enough. Or not. Okay, I'm not really sure what happened there, but for some reason it's acting like he didn't get hit by that. So whatever, I guess it landed in the lava? Like, I see it on the ground. Whatever, okay, I can't do anything about it. Alright, Karlak. Got his attention, which is what we want. Get her back on here. Hopefully we can get him back on the platform. And turn. We are all done all round over here. I'm tempted to drop this. I don't know. We'll see. Make him walk through it. I'm really tempted to make him walk through it, actually. We're going to stick it right there. Wild Magic Surge. I can fly till the end of the turn. Thank you. Hello. That is beautiful. Alright, I'm going to move back here. If he decides he's coming after me, we can fly away from him on our next. Was it just for the turn? Yes, until 2 turns. 2 turns on it. Alright, good deal. Okay, I think he's off of it, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. Hopefully we can hit him. It hit Karlak last time she was that close. That'll do it!
Victory is mine. The Guardian's fallen.
That will do it. Let's go get Karlak up. Stop concentrating on clouded daggers. And bring everybody together. As you can see, friends, that is a hell of a fight. But we got through it. Let's check out these magma methods. Remember, they all have gems. Definitely want to get those. And we have defeated the adamantine Grym. We'll get a short rest in. We are still beat to crap, but we did make it. And I think I got my shield already, didn't I? I did. So the adamantine shield. When a melee attack misses you, the attacker is sent reeling for 2 turns. This means that they have a -1 penalty to attack rolls for every turn remaining, and they are sent reeling for 2 turns. So the first round they have a -2, and the second round they'll have a -1, unless they miss again, in which case they would have a -4, I guess, because it would re-up. I don't know. Not sure about that. But you also get Shield Bash when a foe hits you with a melee attack. You can use your reaction to knock it prone unless they succeed a dexterity saving throw. But here's the big one. Attackers can't land critical hits on the wearer. This is what all of the adamantine pieces offer you. That attackers cannot land critical hits on you. It makes it very, very useful. Now, the armors have a very high AC for their armor style. So for medium armor, it's higher than normal. For heavy armor, it's a little higher than normal. It's full plate, right? It's like a full deal. You get good armor class. I know it's not full. It's splint mail, I think. Anyway, you get a really good armor class off of it. But the adamantine shield also gives you the no critical hits. But you get the shield bash option and the reeling option, which are both excellent. And for our purposes, we have 2 shield carriers, nobody who can wear any of the armors. So possibly the best thing that we could do would be to do the shield twice. Though I am tempted to do a medium armor anyway. But let's go ahead and loot Grym, see what he's got going on. Grym has the Grim Skull Helm. So attackers can't land critical hits on the wearer, so anybody who wears this is immune from critical hits. You get resistance to fire damage, and you can cast Hunter's Mark. But you must be able to wear heavy armor. Nobody in our current party can do that, so this doesn't help us. I will send it to Will. But because of that, I don't want to make the heavy armor either. I don't necessarily want to make the light or the medium armor because I don't think anybody will wear that either. I think I'm going to make a second shield. So I'm going to leave the mold in the mold chamber. I think Karlach has our other piece of adamantine. Let's get that inserted. Yes, she does. There we go. Let's get everybody out of the stuff. Hey, there's that healing potion. Who needs it most? Looks like Karlach could use it the most. Got that. Lovely. Didn't let it go to waste. Let's turn on the lava. We don't have another monster to fight this time. And then we'll use Eldritch Blast to drop the hammer. And we can do it twice, I guess. There we go. And there's our new shield. So now we have 2 shields, one for Phagian and one for Shadowheart. So let's pop over to Shadowheart and let her pick up her new weapon or her new shield. Maybe if we can move Grym out of the way. There we go. Okay, and there is nothing else there for us to do. So let's go hit the button, take the platform back up. We are done here. Beautiful. Now, if you come over here, this is the platform I was talking about where we came on. No, not this one. I'm sorry. This one over here. This is the one where we came on. Either one of these would work. You can leave your whole party up here, or, well, you need at least one person down below. Otherwise, it can glitch out. But you want to leave at least one person at the bottom to avoid Grym. And then you have a thrower up here who can kill him, and you never have to worry about centering him on the hammer or any of the things that we had to do because none of our characters do bludgeoning damage. We could have brought a hammer for Carlat to use and let her do bludgeoning damage, and we could have played the fight out differently. But I wanted to show you the way the devs designed the fight to go, which is that you try to get him on the platform at least once, but if you can do it twice, you have a really good chance of taking him out. If you do it 3 times, he's dead. So, and I think at lower difficulty levels, he doesn't have as many hit points. We are on Tactician, so it is not quite as easy as it could have been. Before we do anything else, though, we are going to hop over to the Myconid colony and get in some selling that we need to do.
We'll be clearing out soon enough. You come across a noble stock mushroom about, you give it here. Gods know I've earned it.
Show me your wares. There we go. There's another 700 gold. And we'll take that. Dareth doesn't have anything that we want. Unless, of course, we want Hill Giant Finger. So we can make our own Hill Giant potions. But we don't have anybody that uses them. So there's no reason to do that at this point in time. So we are all done. We know why the mushroom's important. We're going to leave.
Might as well go myself.
Okay, and we are done in the Shadow Dark. So let's hop back over to the Grym Forge. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the Grym Forge. We have completed the Underdark, and we are ready to enter Act 2. Very exciting. But we'll need to do that next time. This has been Disabled. My name is Ed, and this has been the beautiful Baldur's Gate 3 Chaos Run. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, as that does me a tremendous amount of good. But until we see each other again, make your way with love and light. Thank you so much for joining me on our journey today, and goodbye.